So you're thinking about training your Belgian Malinois puppy. You've probably watched 100 videos already, perfect heel work, flashy obedience, jaw-dropping bite work, and you're inspired. You can already imagine your puppy as that unstoppable, obedient, high-performance dog. And you're eager to start. But before you take that first step, I need to tell you something most trainers won't say. Something that could save you months, maybe years, of frustration and heartbreak. Are you ready? Because once you hear this, you won't look at your Malinois puppy the same way again. Let's start with the first truth. You cannot out-train unmet needs. Read that again. You cannot out-train unmet needs. If your Malinois puppy is overstimulated, underexercised, anxious, frustrated, or mentally overwhelmed, no amount of obedience drills will fix it. You'll just be layering commands on top of chaos. And eventually, that chaos will erupt. See, here's what most new Malinois owners don't realize. Belgian Malinois puppies are not just high energy. They are born with drive, raw, relentless, genetically programmed drive. It's what makes them incredible working dogs. But it's also what makes them one of the most challenging breeds on earth to raise. And if you skip this foundational truth, you will pay the price later. So let me ask you, have you noticed your puppy pacing constantly, even after playtime? Barking at shadows? Zooming around the house? Biting harder and harder despite redirection? These aren't bad behaviors. They're symptoms. Symptoms of a puppy whose drive and needs aren't being met in a healthy, structured way. And here's the kicker, if you rush into obedience training without addressing this, you'll actually create more problems. Why? Because a Malinois puppy doesn't just want to learn commands. They crave purpose, connection, clarity, emotional regulation. Without those things, obedience becomes a game of control, and trust me, this breed does not respond well to forced control. They'll fight it, outthink it, and over time, resent it. Here's the second truth, your puppy's brain is developing at lightning speed. And during those first 6 to 12 months, what you teach them about the world matters more than what you teach them about sit or down. If your puppy experiences chaos, frustration, fear, or inconsistent leadership during this stage, it wires their brain for reactivity. And you can't obedience train your way out of a reactive dog. Not fully. Not without rebuilding trust from the ground up. So what should you do first? Structure. Calm routines. Emotional safety. Not fancy drills. Not off-leash recalls. Not bite work. Just the basics of a regulated, well-balanced life. Crate training done right, not as punishment, but as a tool for calmness. Controlled exposure to sights, sounds, surfaces, not overwhelming socialization. Predictable patterns of exercise, enrichment, rest. And most importantly, teaching your puppy how to turn off. How to rest. How to be still. Because here's truth number 3, a Malinois that can't turn off will turn on you. They will develop neurotic behaviors. They will chase their own tail. Bark obsessively. Destroy furniture. Lunge at anything that moves. Why? Because you taught them to go without teaching them how to stop. And that is the most common mistake I see in Malinois owners. Now, let's address something else. You might be thinking, but I'm hiring a great trainer. We'll do private lessons and advanced obedience. And that's great, if your puppy's foundational needs are being met first. Because no trainer can fix an underexercised, overstimulated, anxious Malinois puppy. No trainer can teach calmness if the dog's brain is stuck in overdrive. That part? That's your job as the owner. Every single day. So let me ask you again, are you truly ready to train this dog? I don't mean ready to teach commands. I mean, ready to meet their physical, mental, and emotional needs first. Ready to give them the structure they crave. Ready to invest the time, every single day, for months and years to come. Because that's what it takes. And if you're thinking, wow, this sounds intense, you're right. It is. But here's the payoff, if you do this right. If you build that trust and regulation first, your obedience training will be effortless. Your puppy will be focused, eager, in tune with you. The bond you'll create will be deeper than anything you've ever experienced with a dog. You'll look at those perfect heel videos and realize, that's not flashy training. That's a reflection of a relationship. A partnership built on mutual respect and emotional balance. But here's one more truth, if you rush it, If you skip the foundational work because you're excited to teach advanced skills, you will create holes in your dog's development that may take years to undo. And many owners never recover from that. Their dogs end up reactive, anxious, hard to live with. And often, they're surrendered to rescue. Because no one told the owner. Slow down. Build the foundation first. Now you know. And you're already ahead of 90% of new Malinois owners. But here's your next step. If you want a deeper dive into exactly how to build that foundation, subscribe to this channel right now. Because in the next video, I'm going to walk you through the first 90 days of raising a Malinois puppy, the exact daily structure, the mistakes to avoid, and the small things that make the biggest difference. You don't want to miss it. Because this is the window of opportunity. Get it right now, and you'll have the dog of your dreams. Skip it, and you may spend years trying to undo the damage. So what will you choose? Fast track, or the deep bond? The quick commands, or the lifelong partnership? Your puppy is waiting. The choice is yours.